Okay, story time. Wait a second, I need something on my head. I want something on my head for story time. Okay, this is better. I'm gonna tell you guys about the time my husband and I got scammed for 1,000 euros. 1,000 euros. I'll put in the screen how many dollars that is. I'll do that. So, if you don't know, I'm married. I'm married to a wonderful guy. When we started talking about marriage, I always told him I don't want to be engaged for a lot longer than a year. It sounded cute in my head back then. On September 16th, the day before my birthday, 2016, he asked me to marry him. It was amazing. I did not see it coming. I really didn't. I cried like a baby, like the ugly cry, like, ah. And we were engaged. So that gave us 10 months, little less than 10 months to plan our wedding. And like I said, it was cute in the beginning. Like, I don't want to be engaged for longer than a year. So if you're good under stress, which I am not really, I would say go for it. We had less than 10 months to plan our wedding. We had a modest budget. So the first thing that we did, to get into our story, the first thing that we did is we went to look for a wedding venue. We looked at multiple places. A lot of it was out of our budget, and the things that were in our budget were, they didn't fit our taste. They might have fit our budget, but they didn't fit our taste. So we came across this venue in The Hague, where we live, and it seemed amazing. It was a small, modest venue. It used to be a dance school, but it was beautifully rebuilt on the inside. I'm talking, it had style, it had flair. It still needed to be, the renovations still weren't completely finished, but we found them just before they were gonna open the doors to the public, and we were gonna get an amazing price. Yeah, that's amazing. My husband knew one of the guys who had the venue, so we're like, yes, let's go. Mind you, when I continue in this story, the only names that I'm gonna name that are real are my name, I'm Minerva, and my husband's name, he's Sherwin. Other people's names, I'm not gonna mention. We're gonna give them nicknames for the sake of this video. It was the end of November. Okay, it was a beautiful venue, and there were some things that in hindsight, when we look at it, it's like, yeah, so we were really naive. We should not have done that, and we've learned from the situation now. Okay, so the first thing was, like, the price for 2,800, that was the price without an invoice. So they actually said, like, listen, if we give you an invoice for your payment, we have to add tax to the amount of 2,800, which would bring it to 3,000, 4,000 euros, which was out of our budget. So they said, it's okay, we'll do you a favor, we won't give you an invoice, so we won't charge you the tax. If we can just, make sure there's not a lot of a paper trail. So, that was one thing. Another thing was, we had to do a down payment of 1,000 euros, which is not even a lot, but if you don't have an invoice, and you do a down payment of 1,000 euros, like I look at it and I'm just like, really, Minerva? Really, you did that? Okay, you really did that, but okay. Once again, my husband knew one of the owners from like a few years back before he knew me. So we trusted the situation. We also made sure that we had everything in writing. We had proof that they had received the payment, that we had paid, and that they had received it. So we thought, we're good. We're gonna go, we have a beautiful venue. We're gonna continue planning our wedding. And I can tell you as a Christian woman, we had a lot of trials and tribulations during our wedding planning. I can't even get into it, but the devil was not happy that we were getting married. All sort of stuff was happening. And this story is one of the stuff that happened. So you can say like maybe mid-December, December is when we signed everything for like, okay, we're gonna do this. They told us we have to finish the renovations, and come January, the end of January, we're gonna have an open day where you can just come to the venue and then you can see all of the renovations that we talked about. It'll be completely finished, and we'll have all the vendors there so you can taste food, you can hear the DJ, everything. So we're like, okay, cool, we're just gonna be patient. That's amazing. So December comes and goes. January comes and goes. And it's now February. So we were so busy with getting everything ready, like, oh, we need to do the save the dates, we need to do this and this and this. We forgot. We were in January and we sent them an email like, do you have this and this and this? It was February and we forgot that they never replied. But we needed to know something about the venue. So I was just like, I went to their website. I look at their website's not there. Okay. I go to their Facebook page. Their Facebook page is not there. It's gone. So this is the moment where I start to freak out. I'm just like, their Facebook page, their website is gone. They have €1,000 down payment. We didn't hear anything from them for like 2 months. Like, what's up? There were 2 guys in this team. I'm gonna name some fake names. So we're gonna call one of the guys Shahrukh, and we're gonna call the other one Billy. So you have Shahrukh and Billy. We were trying to call Shahrukh because Shahrukh was the one that my husband knew. Shahrukh, we couldn't reach Shahrukh. So we decided to call Billy. Billy picks up the phone like, hey, Shahrukh and Minerva, how are you doing? We tell him like, hey, okay, so Billy, what's up? Y'all didn't say anything about an open day. We can't see the website. We can't see the Facebook. We're starting to freak out. What's up? Billy's quiet. Billy's like, oh, Shahrukh didn't call you guys? Billy told us that Shahrukh was supposed to call us. And he was supposed to call us weeks ago. But guess who never called? So it comes down to that venue, that wedding venue, that we paid €1,000 down payment on. They wasn't going to be able to help us. They didn't get a permit that they needed to be a wedding venue. But they never told us that they still needed that at the time that we paid. Really? Really? They gave us one option. They were just like, we partnered with another venue, so you can just have your wedding there. The venue that he was talking about, we had seen it and we didn't like it. So I told him like, listen, we're not feeling the alternate venue that you guys try to get us. Do you guys have any other options? I even asked them that. They were like, no, we have no other options. So I'm like, okay, we're just gonna need our €1,000 deposit back so we can go on our merry way and find us a new venue. They're like, okay, we're gonna do that. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. Shahrukh said you'll have it by the weekend. We're cool. Meanwhile, we're looking at new venues. Weekend rolls around. Can you tell me where the money is? We don't have it in our bank account. So we call him. He's like, you'll have it Monday, maybe from one bank to another. It took some time. Okay, I'll have it Monday. Monday rolls around. Guess who doesn't have the money? Hey, Shahrukh, it's Monday. We don't have the money. He's like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna wire the money. I'm like, I thought you already wired the money to us. Yes, I'm gonna wire the money. I'm gonna transfer it, and then you'll have it. You'll have it Wednesday or Thursday. Okay? Can you believe, like when I tell you that my husband and I, we are very patient and trusting people. Like I have to put that disclaimer out there, because if I tell you that he told us he transferred the money multiple times, we weren't stupid. We knew that he was lying. But we were just like, you know what, listen, let's give him some time to get his stuff together. I wish he would be honest, but let's give him some time to get his stuff together. When I tell you, this went on for 2 weeks. At a certain point, I was just like, that's it. We've been scammed 4,000 euros. Like, this is all a lie. They don't have our money anymore. They spent our money. We're not getting our money back. We have nothing to stand on because we didn't have an invoice. We have written agreement in emails, but like, how seriously can we take this? They're gone with our money. It came to a day where I was just like, he told me the day before that, tomorrow you will have your money. So it may not come as a surprise. The next day, I did not have that money on my bank account. So I called him. He didn't pick up. Nothing happened. Okay, I left it. Maybe after half an hour, I called him back. Dude hung up on me. He picked up and he hung up. I was like, I guess we're gonna see crazy Minerva today. Okay, that's cool. I'm Surinamese, and you do not want to bring a peaceful Surinamese woman to the crazy place. When you bring a Surinamese woman to that place, that calm, peaceful, dark place, you have to be scared. Run. I'm a Christian woman. God's not done with me yet, but so I just sent him a text. I said it's very rude to hang up in people's ear, but I guess that's what we're gonna do today. So I started to call him back. And then I called him again. And then I called him again. And it was like maybe 5 minutes later and I knew he had 20 missed calls. And for me, it started to become fun. You know how men sometimes talk about, yeah, my crazy ex-girlfriend, my crazy wife, she called me 100 times in like 5 minutes. I can understand how a woman can go to that place. Due to that experience, I can understand. Because for me, it started to become a sport. It started to become fun. Like, okay, in this next minute, how many times can I call him? Because I know he's gonna hang up. So, like, should we aim for maybe 20? Okay, so my last record is 20. So maybe we should go for 30 this time. Oh, do you think we can leave 40 missed calls? Yo, that'll be wild. So that was me. I was like, oh, you're not gonna pick up the phone? You're not gonna pick up the phone? The only thing that I told him before he kept hanging up in my ear was, if you transferred the money, give me a screenshot. I wasn't even saying, give me my money. I was saying, give me a screenshot so that I know that after you've been lying to me multiple times over the last 2 weeks, that I have something to stand on, that you did, in fact, transfer the money. Dude wasn't even willing to give me that because he was lying. So, I don't know if I got tired of it. I don't think so, because that was fun. Or if he turned off his phone. At a certain point, homeboy turned off his phone. My husband, at the time, I think I was staying at my mother-in-law's house. And my husband came there and he asked, okay, what is the situation? Did you receive the money? I said, no. But I kind of need to tell him, like, babe, I kind of went off the deep end, you know, because he was ignoring me, and he was hanging up in my ear, so I kind of, you know, went to the dark place. And my husband knows me. He knows crazy, like a little bit crazy. So he was like, okay, what did you do? So I told him, and he was like, okay, given the circumstances, I'm not mad, I can understand. So I had the green light from my husband, so I was cool. He was like, you know what? You've done enough. You know, this has been stressful enough for you. Let me step in. So I was like, cool. He comes back and he shows me his phone. He's like, dude went, I don't even know how, and he found Charuk's address. And as crazy, let me tell you this, as crazy as I was acting, I'm not really crazy. So I was just like, baby, what are you gonna do with that? He's like, nothing. I'm just gonna drive to his house. Let's just drive to his house. I'm like, what? 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 Who so? Who done? How? Why? Why are we driving to his house? Because, like I said, I'm not really crazy. I just saw my life flashing before my eyes. I saw the multiple missed calls that I left for him. Him seeing our car in front of his house and then looking and seeing us in it. And him calling the police and people thinking I was a stalker and my husband was a gangster. And then, yeah, I don't do well in jail. That was my conclusion. So I was just like, baby, I don't think we should do that. He's like, okay. Because this is the thing, my husband is a very peaceful man. He's even more peaceful and calm than I am. But it was just the way he grinned like, look what I have. No, let's just drive over there. Where I was just like, let's not do this, let's not do this. And he just told me like, okay, I'm going to call him one time with my own number, this is with his number. And if he doesn't pick up, I'm driving over there. So I praise the Lord. I thank the Lord. Because my husband called that man and he picked up. So my husband was talking to him. I didn't know all of the things that they said. My husband had his nice voice. Suddenly I heard my husband's voice change. It went from his nice voice to his, now don't you play with me. Rook had the nerves to tell my husband, yeah, you need to tell your girlfriend, like, what she doing. She can't be doing that. She can't be, do you know how many missed calls I have? Huh? She can't be calling me all day. I'm at my work, I'm at my job. She's calling me. He's like, wait a second. You are not going to be telling me what my girlfriend can or cannot do. Because, So this guy was such a pathological liar, such a manipulator that he wanted to throw everything on me. Like, he did nothing. He did nothing wrong. I don't care. I don't care. Where is my money? You're lying. Why should I have sympathy for you when you're lying to my face? Why? Where? How? So he comes back, he tells me, listen, if we don't have this money by tomorrow, because he said once again, he's going to transfer it. If we don't have this money by tomorrow, it's done. I'm going there. But the next day, that money was on our bank account. We were so relieved, so happy that we were not totally scammed out of 1,000 euros. We went on our merry little way and we got another venue, a beautiful venue. At the end of the day, we had a wonderful wedding day. When I think back to that period, I'm just like, yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to tell everybody about them. I need to put them on blast. But it's like, no, you get what you give. So that's why I don't want to mention any names. If you, like, maybe let's say you live in The Hague and you want to get married in The Hague, like, send me a DM on Instagram maybe, and then let me know which venue you're looking at. And I'll let you know if it's that venue or not. It's probably not going to be that venue. So, yeah, man. And you know what, like I said, in hindsight, there are so many things that we could have done differently where we would not have been in that situation. So all I can say, if you're getting married, even if you would save a lot of money if they don't make an invoice, make an invoice. If you can't afford the place with an invoice, honey, you can't afford that place. I Another thing that I learned is I can be kind of crazy, a little bit crazy, and probably enjoy it. So I'm so happy that I'm not in a relationship with a man who pushes that buttons, you know, like those men that go looking for crazy girlfriends because they get a kick from the drama. I'm happy I'm not with that type of man, because I would be crazy. I would probably be that crazy girlfriend. So I'm happy. So yeah, that was my first story time. Well, if you made it to the end of the story time, that means you smart, you loyal, and apparently you're already part of the Famiri. But if it is your first time here, I would say subscribe to become part of the family, or as you say in Surinamese, the Famiri. I want to do a little bit more story time, but this was actually just to kind of test the waters, see if I like it, but see if you guys like it as well. Because if you don't like it, I'm probably not going to do it, because this is our channel, our Famiri, so I need y'all to like the stuff I do. But anyway, if you did enjoy this story time, give it a thumbs up, then I know that you guys want to see more story time. Leave a comment down below if you have ever experienced something similar to this, and what did you do. Like, let's have a little story time in the comment section. If you've never experienced anything like this, how do you think you would react if it would happen to you? Yeah, so I'm really curious to know. Yes? Okay, so next week there's gonna be a new hair video, and then but until then you can watch this one. Yeah, I'll just put it here, you can click it, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye.